Hello, everyone, and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am doing something a little new, shaking things up a little bit, and this is going to be a fire sign reading or fire element reading. So this is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Going to be trying something new here. You guys can let me know by either a thumbs up or in the comments section below. If this is a type of reading you would like to see come out once a month, and if any of it relates to you. So we're going to jump in. These are the decks that I was called to bring forward for all of our fire signs. So again, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And without further ado, we are going to jump in and get this reading started. All right. Let me move my camera a little bit because it's moving too much with the table. Okay, great. Thank you. So hopefully that'll help because I think I was knocking it and it was making it shake. Okay, so let's get going. We are going to be looking at what is the overall energy for our fire signs for the month of March of 2025. We're going to look at what is influencing in this month. We're going to look at what you're being invited to release, what you are being invited to welcome in, and how you can best align with what's coming in for you. All right. So what is the overall energy for our fire signs for March 2025? All messages are timeless, so whenever you receive this message is the right message for you. It's just this is the timing that we're doing the reading. That's too much, too many, too much. What is the overall energy for our fire signs for this March of 2025? Thank you. The magical map shifter. So this is interesting because this one actually was one of them that fell out on that first go round. So I really love it when the magical map shifter comes because as you can see, he's like juggling a lot of different things. He's juggling a lot of different things, and at the same time, he's doing it intuitively. He's really tuning in, using his intuition to guide himself, to give him better direction, to help him to, I'm hearing the word sift through things, helping him to prioritize. I feel like the magical map shifter is also talking about this can be a time that can be looked at a portal moment or a transitional moment, something that can shift and change the trajectory of your path, if that's what you desire. It's almost like, well, you've got all these different things you can do, different things that you would enjoy, but it is about, okay, so which one or ones am I going to focus on? And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to give up other ones. It just means using your intuition to help you to organize which one or ones are you going to focus on the most, and basically creating your priority list, if that makes sense. For others of you, it may be about, like, if you're like, well, I don't know, I don't feel like I have anything that I'm trying to juggle at the moment, then again, that may be how things are going to shift for you when March, in moving into March, right? So maybe you'll start out with like, well, I'm just doing this one thing. It's not, but then there's these other things, and it's not just career oriented or just this or that. It's not just one life area. It can be a multitude of life areas, and it is just about, okay, I'm wanting to rearrange these things and place these in a priority that is aligned for me and that is going to help me. And if you don't know like what that is, or you need help sifting through that, You know, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You can look to your spiritual team. You can meditate. You can talk with, you know, people that you trust, but try to or keep in mind that when we look at everything through someone else's perspective, it can be very, very beneficial, but it also is ultimately up to you. And it is about you learning to sift through things and take what is aligned and leave the rest. Okay. You also got the Wizard of Awareness. I love this card because this is about where the wizard is. He observes everything. He takes everything. He's aware of everything. He knows what's happening. He knows what's going on. But he sits there in observation and complete awareness, right? He thinks about his things. And when we have the Wizard of Awareness come out with the magical map shifter, I feel like it's super, super powerful, because to me, this is like, could be that it's saying that it's something that's been a long time coming, but it could also be talking about you can have all these things, but, and again, he's got these three labyrinths, if you will, patterns that are behind him on his chair. And when we're on a labyrinth, right, and we're walking a labyrinth, it's about introspection, it's about peace, it's about getting grounded, centered, and focused. It's about allowing thoughts to come and go. It's about working through things. I mean, different people have different perspectives and different goals that they go into a labyrinth with, and that can change depending on, you know, what they're wanting to do in that moment. But the point is that it's a path and it's a journey, and it is a thing, you know, it's you don't start out at the beginning and just go straight into the center, right? You are walking through it, and as you're walking through it, you have experiences and thoughts and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like the Wizard of Awareness is telling you that it is important to observe, be aware, pay attention as you're creating your map to be what you want it to be and to go where you're wanting to go. There is a lot of action that can happen. And for fire signs, and you know, I'm one, for fire signs, sometimes it can be challenging to do that part of allowing divine timing, of allowing things to play out how they need to be played out, because we can get to the point of like, I just want to go do, right? All right, so let's look at what and I do feel like that's what's influencing you for this month. So this is the overall energy of this magical map shifter, but what's influencing it, or can influence it in a very healthy way, is the Wizard of Awareness. All right, so let's look at what are you being invited to release? What are you being invited to release? Oh, all right. This one. What are you being invited to release? Ghostlands. Now, please understand, I am an intuitive reader. So, and I say that because I do hear from time to time people saying, oh, well, this person did a reading and it was just all wrong, because that's not what that card means. And I'm just saying that because, yes, you can do readings that are by the book, whatever the author has assigned to a card. Or you can do a card reading intuitively, or you can do a combination thereof, whatever the case may be. So just throwing that out there. So here we have Ghostland, and everything is frosted over. It's all in black and white, shades of gray. It's mostly gray and white, grays and white. There is a bit of black in here. And I feel like it feels like, again, like this is something that's been a really long time coming, because we have an astrological clock here. We have a time clock here. We have, it's in Roman numerals and imperial number rules. numbers. And it's almost, and we've got like these two doors here, which again, we talked about different paths. And there's the stairs going. I do feel like this has really been something that has been a very, very long time coming. It's something that has, because it hasn't been just you, and whether you're aware of it or not, there are other things outside of yourself, other people, other situations, other events that have had to take place. It's in my deck, Pearls of Wisdom. I'm seeing the card, you know, it's while you're in that space, right? While you're waiting for the external to click into place. And that's kind of what it feels like here. And with the Wizard, it's like, you know, just continue to make your plans and do what you can to move forward in your plans, get yourself organized, get your priorities right of how you feel is the most aligned for you to move forward, and observe how things are happening around you that apply to you. But also understand you don't need to beat yourself up for this if you feel like, oh my gosh, it's taken too long. What am I doing wrong? And it's not about you. It is about other things that need to click into place. And that when things do start to move, they're going to move very, very quickly. What are you being invited to what are you being invited to welcome in? What are you being invited to welcome in? And again, this is for all of our fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What are you being invited to welcome in? Illumination. So yeah, see, in that a Wizard of Awareness, things come to light. There is going to be something that is illuminated for you, something that maybe it didn't make sense before, maybe you didn't know about it before, but there is something that you're going to have illuminated to you that now is like, oh wow, yeah, I see that now, or oh, that suddenly makes sense to me now. I get it, right? Wonders. So how can you best align yourself with what's coming in? And I would say a lot of it is going to be about being open to seeing wonders, being open to seeing things that can come in that may look completely different than anything you've ever imagined. You know, just something totally unexpected. Or it's like, well, I've been working on you know, getting a car, and in your head you're thinking, okay, I just want a car that runs and can get me from A to B. And then suddenly it's like somehow this much newer, much nicer, much more suited for you and what your needs are vehicle shows up for you in a completely unexpected way, and without all the worries and the stress attached to it. It's just kind of like it's there. And they're drawing my attention to the flexible card on the bottom here. So it is going to be important to be willing to be flexible. This isn't about allowing yourself to be completely, you know, taken off track, but it is about allowing yourself the space to be able to shift and to be flexible. Oh man, that really hurts. Sorry. What can we have anything that is around possibly maybe timing, which, you know, that can be something for a fire sign that we, you know, like, well, how long is it going to take, right? We're very much a do, go kind of thing. And it can be very challenging for us to, be in a space of patience, of waiting, especially when we're waiting for something that isn't ours to do, when we're waiting on something on the external to click into place that has an effect on us and our movement. That can be extremely challenging for a fire sign. there anything you can tell us about timing, about, I don't know, just anything that you can share with us in regards to this reading for our fire signs for March of 2025? Thank you. Sorry, that was probably loud. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It does say full moon in Capricorn. It does not necessarily have to happen when it's full moon in Capricorn. It is telling us, though, that there is the end of a tough cycle approaches. And again, I do feel like it is something that's been going on for a really long time, years for some of you, a number of years for some of you. But again, I do feel like, you know, again, what are we being asked to let go of? We're being asked to let go of the auto response to push, to go, to move, to force. It's not moving fast enough for me, so I'm going to push it to make it. And we're just going to end up, that's going to end up working against us. So, you know, we're being asked to let go of the push and be flexible. Allow these things to close out, to finish off. There will be illumination coming for you. Things may come through in a very unexpected way that you're just like mind blown, And I mean, I can attest to that, because where I'm living right now, never in a million years would I have considered this state, much less this area or this community. I would never have guessed it coming about the way it came about. I mean, it literally fell in my lap. And it was the first time I can say that I experienced that. I mean, I always heard people say, well, it just kind of fell in my lap, or well, it just kind of happened. And I was like, man, I don't understand how that happens for people. And then this happened, and it was like, wow. And how did it happen? And it was literally, I said the words of, okay, you know what I need. You know me, and you know what I need. You know what's best and most aligned for me. And all I can do is pack and get prepared and just see where the chips fall. And literally within 2 or maybe it was 3 days, I'm not sure which, I got a phone call asking me if I was interested in doing this. And I was like, what? Right? It's the wonder. And there was illumination when I got here. It was just like, wow, I didn't even know that this was something I needed. But being here has been so healing for my soul, for me, and in so many different ways. So I really want to encourage you to know that whether it falls in your lap or whether this is a gradual thing and you're walking through the labyrinth, be aware, pay attention, observe without the knee-jerk reaction. This is about learning to master that impulse and going from impulse to a refined fire sign response, if that makes sense. Is there anything else that you want to share with us here? All right. Nope. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Cups. This is something that can make you very, very happy. It's going to allow you to feel free. It is going to give you motivation, joy, happiness, contentment with your life and your various life areas. It is just a matter of time, really. And trust me, I get it. I know, especially when these things go on for years at a time, because I don't know about you, but I have been in a karmic cycle for many, many years. Double digits, people. And right now, I'm in this in-between space. I've done everything I need to do for this to close out, but I'm waiting for the external to click into place to finalize and close out this cycle completely. And there's this other one that's here. It's ready for me. I see it. I feel it. But I don't know what it is. And I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know anything else about it other than I know that it's there. And I'm in this space in between. I'm in that wizard of awareness and knowing that this is something that's been going on for a really long time. And right now I have my dreams and my goals, and that's what I'm working on every single day to move towards that. And that's all I can do that is mine to do. And the rest, I just leave it. It'll come when it's supposed to come. And it will end. It will end, and it will bring in this joy, this happiness, and this contentment with one's life and life areas. So that's the messages that I have for you, my fire signs. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please share in the comments below if any of this spoke to you in any way, shape, or form. And how do you feel? Are you going through something? If you feel like sharing it, share it. Give a thumbs up if this is a type of reading that you enjoy and that you would like to see come out once a month. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.